Hey there, it's Sharon Whiteman from businessandwellness.com. Please join our personal newsletter. Love to connect with you on that. And this is sort of midway point of the financial literacy series. You know, learning about money, me money, a little bit extra money, or full-time money, and really focusing on the me part of that. The first step is to really evaluate your situation. And I want to throw in a quick video here, in particular about women and money and women in business. So obviously I'm a woman. I have a particular passion for reaching women who want to change their financial situation. I thought I'd just touch on a few topics today of why it's so important for women to have this information. It's life-changing for you to take charge of this and grab the bull by the horns, so to speak, and go out there and change your life, yours and your family. Now, one of my favorite quotes from Kim Kiyosaki, I'll just show you. This is an amazing book. It's called Rich Woman. You know, I know maybe not all of you would have had goals to become a rich woman, but you know, we're talking about a continuance, aren't we? A continuum where, you know, one end is, you know, the super rich and one end is abject poverty. You know, you can choose where you want to be on that continuum, but if you're wanting to go towards more wealth and riches in your life, then have a listen to this information. So Kim Kiyosaki is known to be quoted as saying, I'll just look at here, the next economic boom will not be from the internet, nor China, nor India, the global superpowers that are emerging, but from empowering women. She's talking about women are the next global financial trend, and I want to call it a mega trend. You know, it's a mega trend coming where women are financially empowering themselves and going forward to make a difference in their own personal lives, and typically with women, they'll make a big difference with everybody around them. I'd like to say that the most important next step is about empowering women in business, because that's, again, you know, don't trust me. You can go out there and search all the top visionaries, the business visionaries of the world, and they're saying that the best way to change your financial situation, if you're looking, you've done that searching, you've taken a look at what your current situation is and you're finding it lacking in any way, it's not to get a second job or a third job or a fourth job, it's to start your own business from home. There's a lot of advantages, and we'll be covering that in a later video, but for this perspective of this one, let's talk about why some of the particular challenges that are specific to women in business. So you could say, and these are kind of gross generalizations and they'll resonate for some of you and not for others, that would you say some women have stayed in relationships that weren't, you know, maybe optimal or even really bad relationships because they didn't have any financial choices for themselves or possibly their children that they're responsible for. And also, historically, women have left the financial decisions up to their male partner. That's a very common generalization, but it's been true for generations and generations. Often women can think that they're not smart enough to make financial decisions or know enough to, you know, I don't know enough to make changes in my financial situations. I just have to put up with my lot in life, so to speak. Also, women have to sometimes choose jobs or careers that will suit child rearing ages so that they can, you know, where do you find a job between 9 and 3? I know so many moms that just can't find that where they can, you know, work around their children's schedule, and that's priceless. I know I'm able to work around my children's schedule, and yes, it gets busy, it gets crazy sometimes, but it's absolutely priceless to my children. Sometimes we choose security over money. And that's natural. You know, it is, you know, anytime you're going to make a change, I can tell you now, there's going to be a fear base and a learning curve about it. You'll want to know that if you're starting to feel fear, that means you're on the edge of making changes and good ones for you. What about this one? Have you ever been well known for overdoing it on the shopping side of things as a woman? That's another stereotypical challenge for women in money. And again, that's, you know, a habit you can change, but again, it is specific to women, some of the challenges that we have with money. And then I'll leave you with one, and just think about this for yourself. You know, have you ever been worried that you can't be spiritual and wealthy, that those are mutually exclusive? I know I had that a long time ago, and you know, what I've come to for myself, and I invite you to think about that, is that I can be far more impactful spiritually and socially on the planet if I've got money. I can do far less in a poor or an impoverished space. The other thing, I'm going to give you some actual stats, and these are Australian stats. That's where I live right now. I'm Canadian born, but they are reflected globally in the Western world. So 47% of women over 50 are single. They have lower retirement income than that of men because a woman is away from the workforce an average of 14.7 years as compared of 1.6 years for men. So men, historically, that's changing now, but historically they have not been the one to stay home for the children. 50% of marriages end in divorce, and in the first year after a divorce, a woman's standard of living drops an average of 45%. So after divorce, again, they're typically prioritizing home and children. And then if something goes wrong with the relationship, the major breadwinner is gone. Their financial standing is dramatically impacted. Out of the elderly people living in poverty, 3 out of 4 elderly people are women that are impoverished. Now that's really sad, isn't it? One of my driving factors for when things get tough in my business, whenever I have a bad business day or week or whatever that's happening, I just focus my mind on where I want to be in my retirement. And I know that's enough to get me up and going and changing my mindset and doing some of the things I've learned to do in a habitual way. 58% of female baby boomers have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. So obviously they're going to be impoverished, aren't they? Part of that is education, part of that's our system, our government system, but there is, you can start today to make a difference, a major difference in that area. Nearly 7 out of 10 women will at some time live in poverty. They get paid less than men for the same job, and that's still happening in the 21st century. And often another sad thing is that women often get passed over for promotion. So there's less women statistically in the top jobs. So again, those are all financial impact statements that are important for women. If you're a woman listening to this today, you can change that. I'm here to tell you that I'm in the process of changing it more, and you can partner with us or, join my series to learn more and get out there and evaluate. I will be later on in this series talking about, how to evaluate your business, what to look for in a home business. So it's Sharon Whiteman here, Home Business Professionals from businessandwellness.com. Look forward to connect you on the rest of the videos in this series. I hope you're getting a lot of fun and information out of it, and inspiration, actually. Really check in and see what's right for you and what rings true in your heart. Thanks for listening. See you soon.